Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be a first impression on the new Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation. I showed this in a vlog and I talked about possibly doing a first impression get ready with me, and I decided that I was going to do this because this is a new foundation from the drugstore and it is a little bit more pricey than regular drugstore foundations. I paid around $13 for this. I've been wearing it for the past 3 days now and you're going to see my reaction to my first time using it. I have been having a big skin issue. The first day I tried this, it was like the day that the skin was freaking out, so you'll be able to see how that covered, which actually worked out. Normally I have pretty good skin, so I was happy. I was kind of happy that I had that massive breakout because that way I could see what this baby could really do, especially since it claimed to, you know, transform your skin. This foundation is oil-free and there's a bunch of different colors. They have ones from very light skin tones to darker skin tones, which was nice. I got the color 30 Warm Nude and it was like a perfect match for me. I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch my first impression of this foundation and then I'll see you after to give my final thoughts. So as you can see, I'm not having the best skin day, which I think is actually good. So that way we can see how this baby really works. I think it's because I'm getting my period and I haven't had like a skin outbreak in forever, so it just like showed up unexpected and is attacking my face. So I guess we're gonna see if this Maybelline Superstay Better Skin actually transforms my skin as it claims to do. So it says it has all-day colorwear with known for its antioxidants, and it actually has a pump, which I'm really happy about. You guys know that I typically like to use my concealer after my foundation. Before my foundation, I like to do my concealer before my foundation. I figured to test the true power of this foundation, we're gonna do it first today. So I'm just going to apply it how I normally apply my foundations, and that is with this IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flat Top Buffing Brush. I don't know if this needs to be shaken up, but it can't hurt. I also put on some Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. I thought about not using anything, but I figured on an everyday basis I would be using these products, so I thought it would make sense to use what I would actually use. So I'm going to take a pump or two, dot it all over my face. I have this like really gross dry patch on my face from like a pimple, so that's not cute. It says it reduces the look of spots, dullness, and redness. I'm gonna put on some concealer. I mean, it looks a lot like skin, like it doesn't look heavy, which I like. If I wasn't having like a major skin issue, I think I'd like it. I'm just gonna go in with my concealer, which is Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. Let me blend it a little. I'm gonna take like a little bit more foundation and just pop it. Since my skin is kind of freaking out right now, I'm just gonna put a little bit more. Looking in my far mirror over here, like this side of my face is pretty much like flawless looking. This was a really good color match. It matches my skin really well. We'll see how it oxidizes. And I feel like it looks a lot better once I put on the concealer. Before, I didn't feel like it covered up that much. I feel like it definitely needed some help. So now I'm just going to set my under eyes how I normally would. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, let my skin and foundation set, and I will see you when I'm done. So I finished doing my makeup, and I have to say that, like, so far, it hasn't stood out to me as like a good foundation or a bad foundation. It's just kind of like there, if you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't seem like, it's not like amazing. Like, it's not like the first time I put it on, I'm like, whoa. I will say that like the side of my face that doesn't have all those breakouts, it does look better. But for a foundation that claims to like reduce the spots and redness and dullness, like, it doesn't seem to be really doing that much. Is that making any sense? Like, for all that it claims to do, I don't feel like it's doing anything. Is it a bad foundation? No, like, it doesn't look bad. I feel like it makes me look like I have nice skin, like even skin. It evens it out for sure. I just don't feel like it's that super, if you will. And for a foundation that claims to do so much, I don't feel like it's doing that much. So I'm about to leave and I will keep you updated throughout the day. I never touch up during the day like with my makeup. The only thing that I really do is use oil blotting sheets. So far it seems like an okay foundation. It's nothing remarkable. It didn't blow my like socks off the first time I tried it like some foundations do. but I will definitely keep you updated throughout the rest of the day and let you know how it wears and what I think. It is 4:24, so I've had the foundation on for a couple of hours now. I have to say that I think this is a pretty average foundation. I think it's pretty mediocre. It hasn't blown me away. It hasn't disappointed me. It's just kind of there to even out my skin. I don't look super oily. My skin just looks like skin, how I like it to look. It's held up very well for the hours I've been wearing it. I have to say, like the blemishes on my chin don't look any more exposed than when I put on my makeup this morning. My highlight, my bronzer has held up pretty well. My opinion so far is it's just kind of like meh. Like, it's not bad, it's not amazing, it hasn't blown me away. It's just kind of doing its job, and it wouldn't be the first thing I recommend to people. I find like my skin doesn't look dull like it promises, but in terms of like covering up like the blemishes, I feel like, I feel like you can still see the blemishes on my face, so yeah. I mean, I feel like any foundation would kind of be showing my blemishes at this moment because they were pretty intense. My opinion on this foundation is pretty much the same as it was day one. Is it a good foundation? Yes. Is it outstanding, remarkable, crazy good, super good? No. I don't hate this foundation. I don't love this foundation. But at the same time, even though I did like my first impression like 2 days ago, I wore it yesterday, I'm wearing it today, and I'm kind of liking it, but it's nothing like amazing. It's not like a holy grail foundation. It's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, you need to go out and get. I'm kind of really conflicted about this foundation because I do like the way it looks on my skin, but I just feel like it's a pretty average foundation, and for a foundation that's claiming to do so much and calling it like better skin and a skin transforming foundation, I don't know if it really lives up to those claims. I feel like if you really want to enjoy this foundation, you kind of have to have a good skin base to begin with, because I can tell you the first day when I had my chin breakout, I applied a layer of this, then I applied my concealer, and then I applied like another layer of this on top of the like worst parts, and I could still kind of see the blemishes. I would say this foundation is like medium coverage at best. I definitely needed concealer. Today I even did like a light layer of the IT Cosmetics Illumination CC cream underneath it before I applied my concealer and foundation, just because sometimes I'll do that. If I want a little bit more coverage, I'll just use the CC cream as like a base and then go on top of this. This is a very natural looking foundation. I find that my skin does look like skin. I'm not super oily, but I do get a little bit oily throughout the day, and I just have to use oil blotting sheets. It isn't more oily than normal, so I guess my opinion is kind of like in the middle. It's not a bad foundation, it's not a good foundation. It's probably not something I would repurchase again, but it does its job. It covers up my skin, but I do think you need to have a pretty good base to really appreciate it, because now that my skin's kind of clearing up, I do like it a lot more. But if you did suffer from bad acne or anything like that, then it probably wouldn't be the best option for you. So I hope this made a little bit of sense. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression, and let me know if you want to see more of them. Have a great day or night depending on when you watch this, and I'll talk to you soon.